You want to intro it?
Sure.
A lot of emotion. Bring it big.
Bring it big. A lot of emotion.
Bring it big.
Guys, it's
Bring it big.
just open it with me crying. A lot of emotion.
Yeah. A lot of emotion. Bring it big.
Welcome to today's episode. Today we're talking about cartoons.
All right. Take two. This time, don't be a bitch.
Hey guys, welcome to today's episode. Today's episode being Cartoon Tier List, Part 1.
And so I know right off the top, before anybody starts saying anything, getting mad.
So many cartoons
So
on Disney Channel and Nickelodeon.
These are a random assortment of Cartoon
Yes.
Network cartoons mixed in with a couple WB because they are both on WB and then came over to...
What we found out when we were doing a bit of like research, I guess you could say, it was WB shares their cartoons with Cartoon Network a lot.
Yeah.
So we've included them on this list as well. Now we're going to save Nickelodeon and Disney Channel for later episodes.
For their own stuff, yeah.
Yeah, so right now we're focusing more on Cartoon Network and WB.
We threw a couple of them in there because there's not enough WB just to do a straight WB episode, you know what I mean? So we want to throw some of the shared ones in there because also they're just too good not to put in there.
Yeah, there's a lot of them on WB that shared with Cartoon Network that actually are incredible cartoons. And also, I've noticed, and before I get called out for this by anybody else, I know I say incredible a lot, and I'm really trying to stop.
Yeah, so many
I say
times.
incredible so much.
So many times during, like since we've started up this endeavor, this, channel, and like I go back, and since I'm the one editing everything, I see the things that both of us say a lot, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And because everybody has it. Everybody has like their own,
mannerisms.
catchphrase, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we all have our own catchphrase.
Like,
mine's
you
have.
like, go ahead.
What? Well, what? Hold on. Before you say it, what do you think your catchphrase is?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what I was going to say. But the funny thing is that's your catchphrase of the next 2 months or month. You know what I mean?
And then it'll
switches.
be something else. And
Completely
that's
different.
because I have deep personality mirroring. So I'll hear something that I like a lot, and I'll start saying it a ton. Oh yeah, my buddy Jeff said it one time in response to something I said. He was like, "Oh yeah," just like that. The inflection.
I thought you got it because you were on a
giant.
giant WWE thing, so I thought you were just like Ric Flair, not Ric Flair, but Macho Man.
Yeah, I see that, but no, it just happened to align like that. No, Jeff responded to me with that inflection. He was like, "Oh yeah," and I was like,
That's pretty good.
I don't know why, but it makes my brain feel better.
I don't know. I feel like I have just a bunch of different things I say.
That you say the most, and I don't know, it might be not self-conscious, but a internalized thing that you do. You just do it and you don't notice it. It's like, all right.
Oh yeah, no, that's what I say whenever something happens and it
could be
went wrong.
Could be good. It could be bad. You could you say it a lot. It's just all right.
Yeah, anytime anything just abruptly happens, and usually it's when something bad happens. I'm just like, all
usually,
right.
yeah.
It's just
all right.
All right.
But today's episode, we're talking about Cartoon Network and WB cartoons, and we're going to make a tier list out of them. Now, you can see this is a little bit different, S to D, like usual. But we also have never seen down there because, unfortunately, when we were kids, we liked what we liked, and we didn't really branch out. So, some of these I have not seen. Some of these I just never really watched.
Yeah, I can say since I'm the one. This is kind of that hard thing right here of being the one that curated it. I've obviously picked a bunch that I have seen. I've seen every single one of these on here. Mm-hmm. It just matters about how much I've seen it and how much I think about it. We need a third party to curate these.
Yeah, we probably should. But I know for me, so as an adult, I will say I've seen most of these cartoons now, but I'm going to keep this as in the scope of my childhood.
Okay.
In the scope of my childhood, I have not seen all of these cartoons.
Yeah, and just to also at the top of it, there are a couple of newer cartoons on here.
Yes.
I did throw a couple in there because those were the good ones, I think, personally.
Yeah, some of these did come out after I graduated high school. So
yeah. But yeah, no, let's get right up to it. We have the original Scooby-Doo.
The original Scooby-Doo.
The OG Scooby-Doo. Just Scooby-Doo.
The show itself, I did watch.
Yeah.
But I did watch the show a bit. But as far as like old school Scooby Doo is a lot more of the movies for me.
Yeah.
Which the movies are incredible, but we're talking about the show. The show it's very, very good. Again, as an adult, I've watched a lot of Scooby Doo, but as a kid, I wasn't very interested in it.
Yeah, I was about to say, like, it's a good cartoon. I'm not going to sit there and say it's not good, because, I mean, it's an OG, it's an original. But, like, it's, you know, it was like trying to watch it as a child. It was a little hard sometimes, you know, because, like, it is a little bit dated at the time. Like, it's not dated, but it's, like, older. What I did like about it is, like, the hand-drawn animation and everything. And, like, when you would see... Cool. Whenever, like, everything would be, like, a certain layer or whatever, and then there would be something that you know what the characters are going to interact with because it's drawn a little bit differently than everything else.
The shader is just a little different.
I always loved looking for, you know, stuff that was, like, different. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to interact with this. Just watch because it's colored
like
different.
The tiny little discrepancy is that they had to do it at the time, but yeah.
I'd say to be safe and everything is put it, you know, middle of the line, because like it was a good cartoon. I would still say it's an. No, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I was gonna say I'd still say it was an A because the movies were good, but we're talking about the cartoons. Well, I would argue A because like it was like it pushed a lot of different things and look at everything that it spawned out of it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
there were a few follow-up Scooby Doo, like What's New Scooby Doo came out, which is on the list. We'll talk about later. And
do we just want to do all the Scooby Doos?
Sure,
since they're all right there.
So, right. I mean, I like original Scooby-Doo at an A because it did so well. It gave us What's New Scooby-Doo, but more importantly, a pup named Scooby-Doo.
Oh, you want to do the pup Scooby-Doo?
Pup named Scooby-Doo came before What's New Scooby-Doo.
Yeah, pup named Scooby-Doo. I loved it. Like them as kids, you know what I mean? They kind of brought it better. Like I guess like because like we were kids watching it, you know, it brought us a little bit closer to it, you know? Yeah. And then like obviously Scooby-Doo's a puppy, so he's a little bit cuter and shit. Like, they had the tree house, so it's like we related with it more because, like, they had the tree house. Like, I don't know how to drive, so I don't care about the mystery machine.
This was also pre-Shaggy being a pothead.
Yeah, it was like he was getting there.
Yeah, it was pre-Shaggy being an absolute stoner, dude.
Like, he definitely got secondhand from his parents, but, you know.
Yeah, for sure. But a pup named Scooby-Doo, they would play at the arcade and stuff, which I did a lot as a kid.
The song was good.
The song was incredible.
Like, I'll say that the intro to...
That's What's New Scooby-Doo. A pup
but
named
I would put a pup name at
I like S. I like S for sure. I love a pup named Scooby-Doo.
But and then we'll jump on like going into What's New Scooby-Doo.
What's New Scooby-Doo?
I think What's
New
S.
Scooby-Doo is S as well. 100%. Yeah, I like What's New Scooby-Doo a lot too.
You had Simple Plan.
And fun fact, Simple. That's exactly what I was gonna say. Simple Plan doing the intro for it was awesome, dude.
Yeah, you had Simple Plan, and then it spawned all the movies. All those movies came from What's New Scooby-Doo, like Cyber Chase and all that shit.
Cyber Chase is that you can argue with me if you want to. Cyber Chase is the best Scooby-Doo
Cyber Chase
movie.
Was my favorite. That one, I like Zombie Island. Zombie Island was sick.
Zombie Island was good, but
you got the Hex Girls. All that shit came from What's New Scooby-Doo.
Cyber Chase was so good, though, man.
Yeah, like so much came out of What's New.
We've
Scooby-Doo.
set the bar. Now people know
the bar
what we
set
like.
Very, yeah.
Now people are like, these guys really like Scooby-Doo, man.
I do love Scooby-Doo. I mean, granted, Ben. James's dog. He's been on the show once. He's been on an update. He looks like Scooby-Doo. He's a Scooby-Doo dog.
Ben's my boy. Ben, he looks like Scooby-Doo. He gets called Scooby-Doo a lot.
All the time. That's what the first thing Anna said whenever she saw him.
We'd take him out on walks, and a few of the neighbors are like, man, your dog looks like Scooby-Doo. We put a little blue collar on, a little teal blue collar on him like Scooby-Doo has. He looks just like Scooby-Doo. It's pretty incredible.
Yeah, what's New Scooby-Doo? Definitely yes.
For sure.
Pokemon.
Pokemon, I'm not gonna lie to you.
Like OG Pokemon Indigo series type stuff.
I did not. No, we're not. We're gonna say this real quick. A lot of these shows did have other spawns. Like Pokemon had all different leagues. Like there's more than one Batman. You know, there's more than one. There's more than one. Ben 10, I think, has like 6 shows.
Oh yeah, there's a bunch. But
we're only doing the original Ben.
Yeah, we're
10.
doing the original Pokemon.
A lot of these are going to be the ones that we grew up with. I mean, Scooby-Doo is old enough for us to be around in the 80s. A pup named Scooby-Doo to be around in the 90s, and then What's New Scooby-Doo to be up in like the early 2010s. But
yeah,
as far as
but
the rest
we'll
of
just say
these,
Pokemon. Yeah,
Right.
OG Pokemon.
the original Pokemon, I wasn't a huge fan of. My little brother's a big fan of Pokemon, but I never really got into it. I mean, I love the games. You know, the games are really fun, but as far as the show goes, I mean, it is what it is.
I was the opposite. I was more into the cartoon than I was the show. I mean, yeah, the cartoon more than the game, and so I watched a lot more of it. I didn't watch like absolutely all of it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I did watch like the movies
in the morning,
and stuff like
in
that.
the morning, getting ready for school, my TV was always on Cartoon Network.
But I was always more of a Yu-Gi-Oh guy right off the bat. I was just way more of a Yu-Gi-Oh fan than I was Pokemon. So, I mean, Pokemon was good. Like, you had that good buddy adventure and everything, good events and stuff. The movie was great. So, but like,
the movies are good.
I don't know. I would say A-B cartoon kind of thing, because like it was great, but it wasn't, for me personally, it wasn't something like I'm holding
like
on
B.
to.
I like B
Middle
because,
line.
and yeah, we're gonna get heat for it.
Probably.
That's like people's thing, bro. But like, again, man, it's like I don't really enjoy. Now, me personally, as an adult and as a kid, really, I didn't watch a lot of TV. You know, I was playing video games or doing a lot of other stuff, but like as far as like watching TV, I didn't really do much, and Pokemon was like very low on my priority when I did watch
that
TV,
was the same thing for me. Like, I was always outside playing, and then if I wasn't outside playing, I was inside playing video games. So I wasn't watching
outside playing, I was outside cleaning.
Yeah. So like, but I would watch cartoons. Like, obviously I did spend my time. I've seen almost every one of these cartoons in some sort of extent. You're gonna give us flack, but this is B. You know what I mean? It was a good cartoon. It was great. But
it's our tier list, man. You don't like our tier list? Make your own tier list.
Chowder.
I love Chowder.
Chowder was very good, very weird. You got Rada.
So again, our buddy Jeff mentioned this. Is like Chowder, Flapjack. This was the start of when cartoons decided that weird was the way to go, and sometimes it works.
I think Chowder, like the type. So I'll say right off the bat, I didn't watch a whole bunch of Chowder.
Dude.
But I will say Chowder and the stuff that came out of Chowder is definitely like where my type of humor lies. Like, for the people that know me personally,
it's like a lot of,
I like just that
Chowder
weird out of pocket.
Chowder had a ton of like, just out of nowhere.
Out of pocket shit.
Yeah, just way out of left field jokes, but also some of them being wildly inappropriate.
Yeah, no,
just wildly inappropriate.
That's completely my type of personality. Like, hell, just very out of pocket, just stuff that makes no sense. It's nothing like it's gonna hurt nobody kind of thing. Because like, it's a scrap. Like I made a cabbage joke earlier. You know what I mean? And,
oh, dude, that cabbage joke was so funny.
And it was good. And it was just really out of left field. It was some Chowder type shit.
Cabbage. I'm all cabbaged up, man.
Yeah, he has the big C. I was like, cabbage.
That's funny.
But I would put Chowder a B. I wouldn't
Chowder
say
B
it's like
sure.
super great.
I watched Chowder. I watched Chowder when it was on. I had fun watching it when it was on, but I didn't DVR it.
I didn't like. I was like, I'm gonna watch this.
I have to watch the newest episode of Chowder.
Powerpuff Girls, the OG, not the new bullshit that's going on.
I never watched it. My sister was a big fan, of course. You know, 3 chicks fighting crime, dude. You know.
Yeah, Powerpuff Girls. I enjoyed it. I thought it was fun. It was a good cartoon. Like, it was still kind of like boy girl kind of cartoon, because like
they were trying to unisex it. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it was like,
I don't think they're trying to unisex it. It was just like little
beating ass.
It was showing that girls can beat ass too. You know what I mean? Be superheroes.
Back then it was a lot like girl representation. For this cartoon specifically, is girl representation, but to draw on the boys, we're gonna make them beat ass. You know what I mean?
They're still cool. I loved them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they were cool. The theme song was awesome. I think the theme song's great, man. Fighting crime, trying to save the world.
I loved the mayor of of Townsville,
or his what is his wife? Fiance, whatever, his secretary. I don't even
whatever. Where you can't see her face.
You don't see her face, like she was the neighbor from.
But she's hot.
Yeah, always super hot, bro.
The Powerpuff Girls. I love his voice. I love his voice.
Or that red telephone with that would blink when stuff was going on.
But
Mojo.
yeah, Mojo Jojo was cool. Like, I B. B
I like
cartoon,
B,
B,
yeah.
C, B.
Yeah.
I think just as a heads up, I think a lot of shit's gonna be up in this area. I don't see much. Some stuff here.
I have.
I don't see anything really ever hitting D. I'm gonna be honest with you.
I mean, I have a few you're probably gonna argue with me about, but
Fair enough. Teen Titans Go D. I just said up there, but D.
D.
Oh, okay.
No.
I've seen a couple episodes that are pretty funny.
It's funny, but it does not. It cannot be higher than a D, bro. I mean, the only reason you would watch it is if you wanted a good laugh. Yes, it is, but it's absolutely brain rot laughter. Okay, it's not like good jokes. It is just brain rot laughing.
I've seen some bits of this. That's why I say C, because D technically is that it's shit, 100% shit, horrible. Whatever.
Okay. Fair enough. Okay, we can put it in C because I will agree with that. D has to be like the worst of the worst. I say C because I'm not gonna lie, it's still terrible. It's not Teen Titans, but there's some bits in it that are pretty funny. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, but
there's a whole scene.
My issue with the damn show is it's a bunch of brain rot, man.
It's brain rot, but that still brain rot sometimes is pretty funny.
You love that shit, man.
Because like there's a whole bit where like they like went back in time to like fix stuff, and because I think what happened is that they went back in time originally, and like Bruce Wayne's parents didn't die, and so they went back.
That's pretty deep for a dumb fucking show.
They went back into it, back to the past, and you see them meet up with Bruce and Martha and his dad outside of the theater. And like they weren't about to get shot in the alley, but then Robin comes out of nowhere with the gang and they shove them into the alley. And then you see two flashes in the alley, like of them getting shot. This was in a cartoon, a kid's cartoon of just them jumping in there, shoving his parents into an alley to get murdered. It was fucked. And then they did like a whole Joker thing where they made fun of Jared Leto's Joker like the whole time. Yeah. It was, that's and funny. They did the Jack Nicholson Joker, they did the Heath Ledger one, and then they got to Jared Leto's Joker because like they're trying to pretend like to trick Joker's like henchmen or whatever. Yeah. And they did the Jack Nicholson, and they're like, "Oh, Joker! Like I didn't know that was you." And then did the Heath, and the same thing happened. Then they got to Jared's, and the henchman was like, "Wait a second, like you're not the Joker."
That's actually really good.
There's some bits in there. I'm not gonna sit there and lie.
That's
that are
actually
pretty funny.
Really good. I like that a lot.
All right, moving on. Star Wars: The Clone Wars TV show. I'm gonna say right now S. Yeah, immediately S.
Dude. Oh,
that show was. Absolutely incredible.
Man, the writing alone to tie in the prequels.
Yeah, because it was everything going on between episode 2 and episode 3.
Yeah, between Clone Wars and Revenge of the Sith, dude.
Sick. Great time.
So just good.
Getting to see in like kind of just more in depth of like Anakin going down that path. You know what I mean? And then getting to see Obi-Wan and Anakin on those adventures that they kind of talk about. But
not only that, but Ahsoka.
Yeah, it gave us Ahsoka.
Having Ahsoka as a Padawan.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Gave us Ahsoka, gave us Rex.
Yeah, dude. They gave us Bad Company, didn't they?
Well, I mean, Bad Company came out way after. But
I mean, they made references to Bad Company, though, didn't they?
No. Because I think Bad Company is based off... Bad Company is based off of like the Republic Commando.
Oh no,
game,
the Bad Batch, not Bad Company, the Bad Batch.
Bad Batch.
But anyways,
no,
but you really get into like Commander Cody. You know, you get a lot of backstory in Commander Cody,
Rex and shit.
Rex, I loved Commander Cody, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It was one of my favorite clones.
S tier, 100%. You got more stuff with Darth Maul in there. You got to see the black saber. You got Asajj Ventress was cool.
Asajj Ventress was one of my favorites.
Oh, damn it. There was another Clone Wars. So people, before you start yelling at me, there was another animated Clone Wars. It was a 2D drawing one. That one was also A to S tier. There's a lot of cool shit.
I've never seen that. I only watched Clone Wars.
You got to see Anakin make like his lightsaber and shit, and there was a lot of like, and I think he like blew his saber up, like his saber exploded. You got to see more shit of General Grievous in there too. of him going crazy.
Grievous, dude. Hey, Grievous in the Clone Wars though was really cool too.
The X-Men animated series, the OG one, for me, for me, S tier.
I didn't watch it.
You never
I didn't
watched
watch
it?
at all. I wasn't a big superhero kid. I didn't really get into it until the MCU. If I'm gonna be completely honest with you, until like I think the first Hulk movie came out, I really wasn't into superheroes like that. And then I started reading the comic
This cartoon was great. Like it was like the 90s and stuff like that, 80s, 90s or whatever. But you know, it showed a big representation of like racism, because I was like a whole thing with the X-Men is about racism. You know what I mean? Because like mutants, different types of people. You know what I mean? Like they look human, but they're not. You know. But it was just awesome. You got to see some cool shit. You know, it was just all around just a great animated series.
I've heard a lot of good things. I mean, even still to this day, I haven't watched it.
Well, I mean, they brought it back. Like, so if that doesn't tell you anything,
like,
they brought the whole show back.
I've heard nothing but good stuff.
Rogue was thick as hell in there. She was so hot.
I mean, I've heard that a lot of, anything that's animated is just going to be thick. But,
dude, she was thick.
I've heard a lot of good things about it, and I've heard a lot of the females in that are thick.
Oh, dude, it was so good. So good. But yeah, since you've never seen it, I say S, it's going in S. We're putting it up in their S. Johnny Bravo.
C.
C?
Yeah.
Why C?
I don't really like it. I don't like it at all.
You quote it all the time.
I quote it now as an adult because I'm dumb, but as a kid, I wasn't a fan of it. I didn't really like it.
I had
mostly because I didn't understand it.
Oh,
I think a lot of the reason I didn't like Johnny Bravo as a kid is because I just didn't understand Johnny Bravo. Knowing what Johnny Bravo is and who he was as an adult is like, it's funny, but it's also very inappropriate.
Yeah, it was very inappropriate. But I mean,
we're literally basing a cartoon off a womanizer, so like,
yeah, but it was a time frame where objectifying women was cool.
It's super dated. That's all.
Well, I mean, yeah, at this point, I don't know. I would say B. Dated. I think it was fun. I thought it was, but I mean, I got one where I just immediately put it. We can put it at C. I'll take what you're saying, because I get it. I mean, understand.
The pancake bit is always good.
Oh,
mama. That's always good,
for me, oh mama. I think now,
mama.
and like, there's there's an episode like for like me that I like where he gets like tied up and he's like, "Mama warned me about women like you." Yeah. I was hoping she was right.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Like there's this stuff in there that's so fucking funny.
A lot of those jokes. I mean, so like I said, in the scope of being a kid, I didn't really understand the show. I didn't really understand a lot of the bits that they were trying to get away with. I mean, I saw my parents laughing at it. You know what I mean? So they knew what was going on. And I'm watching it as an adult. Yeah, it's pretty funny. But it is very dated humor.
Yeah, no, I get it. So I'll take C because I get it. Kids Next Door.
S. Dude,
S.
Codename Kids Next Door is such. Oh, I fucking love Codename Kids Next Door, dude.
Because like as a kid, watching other kids just be
complete
badasses.
Shit. Yeah. So for me specifically, watching number 2, which was the fat kid, do incredibly fun stuff and incredibly badass shit, and I was like, man. He's representing the boys, bro. He's representing the fellas.
I loved number 4 because he's just he had that long hair in his face, hoodie.
Yeah, the
Australian
the rowdy one,
and
the one's ready.
I did like number 1 because like I've always been kind of like that, leader mentality kind of shit. So like I did see myself a lot in there, but a lot with number 4. I love number 5 too. Like what the shit that she did, like the sprinkle episode. Loved that episode. That episode was sick as
dude, not only that, but the villains, man. The villains were super awesome, fun. Dude. The villains were awesome.
Everything about that show was fun. What was the other one? The Golden... Huh?
The movie, bro?
The movie was good.
Oh, the movie was so good.
The other episode I really liked is when they were like panning for gold, but they were like chicken nuggets. You know what I mean? Because like gold nuggets and shit. Dude. That episode was, and they were like in the Wild West, and they're shooting each other with like ketchup and barbecue sauce.
Yes, sir. Dude, I like that a lot of their like fighting and stuff like that was like just random shit that really wouldn't do anything to anybody. You know what I mean? Like a lot of their weapons were like plungers or water guns or like ketchup and mustard and shit. It was stuff, just super fun.
It was stuff that we wish that we could do as kids. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like getting, putting stuff together, like putting like a Coke can and like something else or like a 2-liter and making a gun out of it, making lasers and shit. Yeah, dude. But yeah, it was 100%.
It was just so sick.
Unapologetically S tier. Looney Tunes, the OG Looney Tunes. You want to talk about dated jokes in that one?
I'm gonna be honest with you, D.
I wouldn't put it for D. I would put it at C.
I have never liked the Looney Tunes.
Like as a kid, I thought it was just like a fun thing. Like if it was on, I'd watch it kind of shit. I didn't ever put it on. I will say to put my adulthood into it, there's lots of bits in there that are fucking cooked. Yeah. And that are so Big Chungus came out of it.
Yeah, dude.
Big Chungus is a real thing.
One of the more recent memes that spawned from Looney Tunes.
There are some dated jokes, but if you're somebody that's into like the darker humor, kind of like what we are and shit, or just like the more fucked up humor, or the just not being soft. Looney Tunes has the jokes, and it was so funny.
My thing was, I don't know. For me, Looney Tunes was like, I didn't really. I didn't really like it. I just didn't like it too much.
I don't know, and maybe that's what brought my humor into like what it is now. I love just those absolute brain dead, stupid ass jokes of like I don't know, like he'll point like Elmer Fudd will point a gun at Bugs and he just do something just just retarded. You know what I mean? And just switch it back on him.
It's just a bunch of dumb shit, man. And I don't know. I never really watched it. I never really liked it. I mean, I did watch it, obviously, but I mean, even as an adult, watching a Looney Tunes thing, it was just never fun for me. I didn't like it. I still don't.
I don't know. I couldn't put it as a D. I have to say C.
I mean, I'll take a C. I'll allow a C. I mean, because if it's on, I'm gonna sit there and watch it. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna deprive somebody else from enjoying it.
Let me show you some bits, and it might change your mind because it's fucking funny. Some of that shit's just hilarious. Code Lyoko.
I never seen it.
So I've seen it.
I love the theme song. The theme song is incredible. Nah, I said incredible again. The theme song is awesome. I love the theme song, but I don't think I've ever sat down and actually watched it because it's basically like a kid's anime, isn't it?
Oh yeah, because it goes between 2D and 3D. Like they go into like a game world type shit. I would say B or A. So I would say B because like I don't remember a single episode. I'm gonna be real.
And this is I mean, and you guys know me. I have a hard time remembering anything. So if I have seen Code Lyoko, it wasn't very memorable for me.
Yeah, but I would say A just because it was sick as fuck. It was still super cool, but
like I said, I don't remember seeing it, so I'm gonna have to say never seen. So you can put it wherever you want.
We'll put it at B just to even the grounds there. Challenge Showdown.
Never seen it.
It was a fun show. I did enjoy this. It was, once again, something that's not very memorable. It was a fun time. You had all these characters. This motherfucker looks like Krillin. You got a cowboy. I think you would like it because there is like this cowboy type character. He's like a cowboy Shaolin monk kind of thing.
Hey, yo.
Pretty cool.
Why do you think that I would like that specifically?
I don't know. I just because knowing you and knowing the humor out of it, you would like him.
I would like the cowboy. Okay,
yeah,
that's fair enough.
So I would say like C, B because like it's something where like it was a fun time, but I don't remember shit out of it. It was a good show. That's all I know. All I know is that it was a good show. So I would say C. I would put her as a C. Camp Lazlo.
Now you want to talk about absolute brain rot cooked humor? Camp Lazlo
was chock
funny. Full of cooked ass humor. Dude.
Anything cooked, like I love just cooked humor. I don't know.
There's a pattern for me here already though. A lot of these cartoons that involve just talking animals, I'm kind of just not a fan of.
Oh, you don't like anthropomorphic characters?
I don't
or
think
like
I'm
animals
really into anthropomorphic. I think Chowder's the only one I actually went for bat on, but I super hard agreed that B was good for it because I didn't watch it all the time. I don't think I really with like anthropomorphic shit, man.
I
just don't think I'm into it.
Camp Lazlo was good. It was cooked. It was funny.
It was so cooked.
I would put it as an A. There's a big cooked thing about it, like with the end. So at the end of the show, so so for people that watched it, it's an
old ass show, so there's no spoiler alerts here. You either seen it or you haven't.
So in the show, you remember the moose. That's the whatever camp counselor, and everything. Throughout the entire show, he's the camp counselor, and that's what you know him as. But then it gets to the end of the series, and is revealed that the actual guy, well, the actual camp counselor was like tied up naked, or somewhere like somewhere in the back. So the entire series, however many seasons this goes on, there's this a random dude that is pretending to be a children's camp counselor. So
it's such a cooked show, bro. It's such a cooked show.
I would. The intro was good. It was funny. It was cooked. It had a good time. I would say that Camp Lazlo is like an A to B. You know what I mean? I think we're gonna get a lot of B.
Lazlo, Lazlo, and Lazlo was it? It wasn't it? Isn't
yeah, that was it. We'll put A. Batman Beyond, I would argue S. It's a very good show.
I mean, we already said it on the podcast last week. This is one of the shows that absolutely carries DC because Terry is an incredible character. Yeah. Old Bruce is also great. So like this show is the only reason one of the only reasons I think DC is still doing as well as it is. The S for sure, dude.
Yeah,
it's such a good.
You got a time in there as well.
Honestly, it's borderline anime, dude. There's so much depth in that show, and so much like.
You got a time in there as well where I think Bruce goes into like the pool or whatever and like makes himself a little bit younger again. Like not fully back into his prime, but
so he goes to the Ra's al Ghul's immortality pool or the Lazarus pool, and he does de-age himself a little bit, but he doesn't gain immortality like Ra's does.
But yeah, no, it was so you had Terry's Batman and Batman like together. You had Joker back, you know what I mean? It was a good.
It's just a
time.
good show. I mean, and even as Terry, you get new villains, but you also get like old
there were like new hashes of old villains. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because the Batman Beyond Joker was crazy, man.
Super cool.
Oh, crazy! That big ass hairline he's got, dude.
Oh yeah,
crazy. Nah, but dude, Batman Beyond is awesome.
Yeah, S tier all the way. The Jackie Chan Adventures.
B. I'm not. I wasn't.
I was gonna say B or A. I thought it was very cool. It was nice, action packed.
It's cool, right? But like, I
like the little things that they collected.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
Cool. But like, it didn't really keep my attention that often. You know what I mean? It's like,
I'd
watch an episode here or there, and it's like, that's all right. But then I would go find something else to watch.
Like if it was on, I would watch it, but I wasn't like waiting for it to turn on, or I'm like, I really want to watch Jackie Chan Adventures.
I think B is a good spot.
We'll do one more for this episode for part one.
And it's my boy.
Adventure Time.
S tier for me, baby.
Yeah,
and let me tell you why. Well, I found out very early on that Adventure Time was based on a D&D campaign, a homebrew D&D campaign. And I'm a big D&D guy. I love D&D. I still play it every now and again. But dude, when I found that out, it became instantly one of my favorite cartoons. Dude, but like, not only that, all the characters are, and here we go. My least favorite characters in that are anthropomorphic characters. I don't like Jake a whole lot.
Jake's great. Like Jake's like everybody's like favorite.
People love Jake. But I don't like the unicorn lady, and BMO creeps me out.
BMO is probably one of my favorites.
Finn, Princess Bubblegum, most of the other characters, Rosalina. I love them. I love the show. The Ice King, I think, is a super in-depth character.
I like Lemon Drop or whatever the hell his name.
Lemon Drop, yeah. Dude.
Unacceptable.
Yeah, dude. Lemon Drop. When Lemon Drop came out, people had heyday with him. You know what I mean? How many memes did you see of just Lemon Drop saying unacceptable? I love Adventure Time.
For me, I enjoyed it. I thought it was very cool. You know what I mean? I was an emo kid, so it was super big in my community. You know what I mean?
Her name's not Rosaline, it's Marceline. I just remembered.
It was something that I didn't like.
You
watch
had to have
ever.
loved Marceline then, dude.
Yeah, no, it was all
Marceline,
cool.
She's that teenage vampire goth. She plays guitar all the time. It's like literally you as a female.
Pretty much. For me, it was a really cool show. I loved it. I thought it was cool. Like the adventure, the time, whatever. Yeah. It was all cool. The Ice King song was voiced by, I forget his name, but that does the voice of SpongeBob. You know what I mean? So it was something Kenny something.
I just love Adventure Time, man. Everything about it.
I mean, I'll give it to you. I'll give, because I put X-Men up there, and there's definitely other ones that I will argue tooth and nail for. I'll give you Adventure Time for sure.
Thank you.
I like it. I would sit there and I'll watch it, like, for sure. And because there's also very cooked moments in there. You know what I mean? There's just those like scenes of this
Very
like drop
cooked.
face stuff. You know, something will happen and it's just, you know what I mean? Just real goofy
It's
stuff.
like fucking mathematical.
Yeah. And, you know, and baking pancakes, you know.
Make your pancakes.
Yeah,
Make
that
your
was good.
pancakes,
I
make
do
your
like
bacon
BMO and
pancakes.
all like the cook shit that he says. You know what I mean? So I'll give it to you, S. It's good. I just never sat down and watched it.
I love Adventure Time.
But I think that's
It's my
enough time
favorite.
that we have for this part 1. Let us know how you feel about what we have so far. Let us know in the comments. We'll take a look at it when we get into part 2. We'll go from there. Maybe we'll revise it and post it somewhere else. Thank you guys for coming and hanging out, and we'll see you in part 2.
Probably not. Don't get your hopes up.
Yeah, probably won't. Yeah. But we'll see you in
Hugs
part
and
2.
kisses, guys.
Bye.